Hey, you. Still awake, I see. I'm just here to check your vitals, make sure everything's okay before the night shift really gets going. But I have to say, I'm a little surprised to find you up. Most patients are asleep by now. Lights out, dreaming away. But not you. Are you having trouble sleeping? Or were you maybe waiting for me? I'm kidding. Mostly. Here, let me just get your blood pressure and your temp, and I'll be out of your hair. Although, if I'm being honest, I don't really mind staying a little longer. There we go. Arm out for me. Perfect. You're really good at this, you know. Most people tense up when I put the cuff on, but you just relax. Like you trust me completely. That's really nice, actually. It makes my job easier. But more than that, it makes me feel trusted. And that means more to me than you might think. Okay, looking good. Your numbers are great. Heart rate's a little elevated, but that could just be because you're awake. Or maybe you're nervous around me. Don't worry, I'm just teasing. Though I have noticed, every time I come in here, your heart rate does seem to pick up just a little bit. Should I be concerned about that or flattered? Let me check your temperature real quick. Open up. There we go. You know, I've been doing this job for a couple years now, and I've seen a lot of patients come and go. Hundreds of them, maybe even thousands at this point. Some stay for a day, some stay for weeks. Some I remember, most I forget. But there's something about you. Something that makes me look forward to my shifts, especially the nights I know I'll be checking on you. Is that weird to say? Maybe it is, but I can't help it. From the very first night you were admitted, I noticed something different. All done. Temperature's perfect. You're doing really well. Your recovery has been, honestly, it's been impressive. The doctors have been really pleased with your progress, and I'm really happy about that. Happier than I probably should be, considering I'm supposed to be professional about these things. But I can't help it. Seeing you get better, seeing you stronger every day, it makes me smile. So, how are you feeling tonight? Honestly, not just the medical stuff, but how are you, really? Because I know being in a hospital isn't easy. Even when you're recovering well, it's lonely. It's boring. It's hard to feel like yourself in a place like this. The same four walls, the same routine, the same hospital gown. But I want you to know you're not alone. I'm here, and I actually care about how you're doing. More than I probably should. I know I ask you that every time I come in. How are you feeling? But when I ask you, I really want to know. It's not just part of the script. It's not just something I'm supposed to say. I genuinely want to hear your answer. And I've noticed you always give me a real answer. You don't just say fine and leave it at that. You actually tell me. You open up. You share what's on your mind, and I really appreciate that. It makes these late night check-ins feel less like work and more like spending time with someone I actually want to be around. Okay, I'm going to be honest with you, and I hope this doesn't make things weird, but I've been thinking about you a lot. Like, more than I think about any other patient. Way more. When I'm at home, between shifts, I find myself wondering if you're okay, if you're comfortable, if you're getting enough rest. I wonder if you had a good day, if the food was decent, if you managed to get any sleep. And when I come in for my shift, the first thing I do is check the board to see if you're still here, if I'll get to see you. And when I do, when I walk past your room and see you're still here, I get this little flutter in my chest, this little moment of relief and excitement, because I know I'll get to talk to you again. Even if it's just for a few minutes, even if it's just to check your vitals and ask how you're feeling. Those few minutes, they've become the highlight of my day, the thing I look forward to most, more than my lunch break, more than going home, more than anything. I know I shouldn't be saying this. I know there are rules, professional boundaries, things I'm supposed to keep to myself. But sitting here with you right now, in the quiet of this room, with just the two of us, I can't keep pretending I don't feel what I feel. You're different. You're kind. You're sweet. You always thank me, even when I'm just doing my job, even when I'm waking you up at some ungodly hour to check your vitals or give you medication. You never complain. You never get annoyed. You just smile and say thank you. You ask me how my day's going, like you actually care. Like you're not the one who's stuck in a hospital bed. Like you're not the one going through something difficult. You ask about me, and you listen, really listen when I answer. You smile at me, this genuine, warm smile, and it makes everything better. It makes the long shifts feel shorter, the difficult moments feel easier. It makes me remember why I wanted to do this job in the first place. Do you have any idea how rare that is? How rare it is to meet someone who's genuinely kind, even when they're going through something hard? Most people, when they're in pain, when they're scared, when they're stuck in a place they don't want to be, they shut down. They get angry. They push people away. And I don't blame them for that. I really don't. Being sick is hard. Being injured is hard. Being away from your normal life is hard. But you've been nothing but kind, nothing but patient, nothing but wonderful. You make conversation, you crack jokes, you try to make me smile, even when you're the one who's uncomfortable, even when you're the one having a bad day. You still find ways to be kind. And I can't stop thinking about you. I think about you when I'm charting notes, when I'm helping other patients, when I'm on my break. I think about you when I'm driving home, when I'm trying to fall asleep, when I wake up in the morning. And I know that's not normal. I know that's not how I'm supposed to feel, but I can't help it. I'm sorry if this is too much, if I'm making you uncomfortable. I needed to tell you, because every time I leave your room, every time I walk away and go check on someone else, I regret not saying something. I regret not telling you that I think you're amazing, that I look forward to seeing you, that you make my shifts better just by being here. So there, I said it. You're amazing, and I really like you. More than I should, more than is probably appropriate, but I like you. And now you probably think I'm completely unprofessional, and maybe I am. Maybe I'm breaking every rule in the book by telling you this, but I don't care, because the thought of you leaving this hospital, of you getting discharged and walking out that door and never seeing you again, that thought, it breaks my heart. So I'm taking a risk. I'm putting myself out there, and I'm hoping, really hoping, that maybe you feel something too. That maybe I'm not crazy. That maybe this connection I feel, you feel it too. You're looking at me with those eyes, And I can't tell if you're shocked or flattered or maybe both. Your expression is so soft right now, so open. Your cheeks are getting a little red. Are you blushing? That's adorable. You know that? I've made you blush a few times during your stay here, and every single time, it makes me want to lean in closer. Makes me want to know what you're thinking, what you're feeling. Makes me wonder if maybe, just maybe, you're thinking about me the way I'm thinking about you. Can I sit down for a long minute? I know I should probably get back to my rounds. I know I have other patients to check on, but I want to stay here with you a little longer. Just a few more minutes. Thank you. This is nice. Just sitting here with you in the quiet. No monitors beeping urgently. No overhead pages calling me away. No rush. Just us. Just two people talking, being honest. I've been doing this job long enough to know that connections like this, they don't happen often. You meet hundreds of people, you care for them, you help them get better, and then they leave. And that's how it's supposed to be. That's the natural cycle of this work. Most of the time, I'm okay with that. Most of the time, it doesn't bother me. But every once in a while, you meet someone who stays with you. Someone who makes you think, maybe this is more than just a job. Maybe this is something real. Someone you can't stop thinking about, even when you're supposed to be focused on other things. And that's what you are to me. Something real. Something I didn't expect. Something I wasn't looking for. But something I can't ignore. I don't know what's going to happen when you leave here. I don't know if you'll want to see me again. I don't know if this is just me being foolish, putting my heart out there and setting myself up to get hurt. But I had to tell you. I had to let you know that you've meant something to me. More than you probably realize. More than any patient ever has. So, what do you think? Am I crazy? Am I reading this all wrong? Or do you maybe feel something too? Because if you don't, if this is just me, then I'll understand. I'll back off. I'll keep things professional. I'll finish helping you get better and I'll let you go. And I'll deal with my feelings on my own time. But if you do feel something, if even a small part of you has been thinking about me too, then I need to know. Because I can't keep pretending. I can't keep acting like you're just another patient. You're nodding. You're actually nodding. Oh my gosh, you have no idea how happy that makes me. My heart is racing right now. Can you tell? I was so scared you were going to tell me I was being ridiculous or inappropriate or that you didn't feel the same way. But you feel it too. That's everything. That's more than I even hoped for. I feel like I can breathe again. Like this weight I've been carrying around. It's finally lifting. Can I ask you something? Something that I've been thinking about. Something that keeps me up at night. When you get out of here, when you're all healed up and back to your normal life, when you don't need nurses checking on you every few hours, when you can sleep in your own bed, eat your own food, wear your own clothes, would you want to see me again? Not as your nurse, but as me. Just me. The girl who's been stealing glances at you when she thinks you're not looking. The girl who takes a little longer with your check-ins than she probably should. The girl who's completely fallen for you without meaning to. Just two people getting to know each other. outside of these walls. No hospital gowns, no IV poles, no visiting hours. Maybe we could get coffee or dinner or just talk. Because I really want to get to know you, the real you. Not just the patient in room 212, but the person behind those kind eyes. I want to know what you do when you're not stuck in here, what you like to do for fun, what makes you laugh, what your dreams are. I want to know your favorite foods, your favorite movies, the music you listen to when you're alone. I want to know the stories you don't tell in a hospital room, the parts of yourself you save for people who really matter. Because you matter to me, more than I can even put into words. And I want to matter to you too, not just as the nurse who takes care of you, but as someone you want in your life. You're saying yes. You're actually saying yes. I feel like I'm dreaming right now, like I'm gonna wake up and realize I never actually said any of this, that I chickened out like I always do. But this is real. You're real. And you're saying yes. You want to see me, outside of here, when you're better. I can't stop smiling. Can you tell? My face hurts from smiling so much right now. I probably look ridiculous, sitting here grinning like an idiot, but I don't even care. You make me feel like this, like I can just be myself, be honest, be vulnerable, like I don't have to hide behind my professional mask, like I can just feel. And that's something I haven't felt in a really long time. This job, it requires you to keep a certain distance, to not get too attached. Because if you get too attached to every patient, if you let yourself care too much, it breaks you. So you learn to compartmentalize. You learn to be kind but detached, caring but professional. But with you, I can't do that. I tried. I really did. I tried to keep my distance, to treat you like any other patient. But every time I walked into this room, every time you smiled at me, every time we talked, that distance got smaller and smaller until it disappeared completely. And now here we are. And I'm telling you things I swore I'd never tell a patient. And you're listening. And you're nodding. And you're saying you feel the same way. And it's terrifying. And it's wonderful. And it's everything. Thank you for giving me a chance, for not thinking I'm completely out of line, for seeing me as more than just the nurse who wakes you up at 3 a.m. Though I promise, when we go on our first date, I won't be waking you up at 3 a.m, unless you want me to. I'm kidding, mostly. I know this isn't exactly conventional, falling for a patient. They definitely didn't cover this scenario in nursing school. But sometimes the best things happen when you stop worrying about the rules, when you stop overthinking, and you just feel. And right now, I'm feeling so much happiness, relief, excitement, nervousness, all of it. You know what I've been thinking about? I've been imagining what it would be like to see you outside of this place. Not in a hospital bed, not in that gown, but in your normal clothes, in your normal life. I've been imagining walking into a coffee shop and seeing you sitting there, waiting for me. And you'd smile, that smile I've come to love. And I'd sit down across from you, and we'd just talk. Not about blood pressure or medication schedules or discharge plans, but about real things, about life, about us. I've been imagining what it would feel like to hold your hand, without having to pretend I'm just checking your pulse. To look into your eyes, without having to look away after a few seconds because I'm supposed to be professional. I've been imagining what it would be like to hear you laugh, really laugh. Not the polite chuckle you give when I make a bad joke during rounds, but the kind of laugh that's genuine, unguarded, free. And I've been imagining, maybe, at the end of the night, when I walk you to your door or you walk me to mine, there might be a moment where we're standing close and the air feels charged and neither of us wants to say goodbye. And maybe, just maybe, we wouldn't have to. I'm getting ahead of myself, I know. We haven't even gone on a first date yet, and here I am, imagining all these things. But I can't help it. When I'm around you, my mind just goes there, to all the possibilities, all the things that could be. And I know we have to take this slow. I know we have to be careful. You're still recovering. You're still my patient, technically. But the day you get discharged, the day you walk out of here, that's when this really begins. That's when we get to find out what we could be outside of all this. And I can't wait for that day. I mean, I want you to stay until you're completely healed. I want you to be safe and healthy. But I also can't wait to see you out there in the real world, where I can be just a girl and you can be just a guy and we can figure this out together. Listen to me. I sound like a teenager with a crush, which I guess I kind of am. Except I'm a grown woman who should probably have more composure than this. But you make me feel like this, all giddy and excited and nervous. And honestly, I love it. I love feeling this way, even if it's scary, even if it's uncertain, because it means I'm feeling something real. Okay, I really should let you get some rest. I've been in here way too long already, and you need your sleep, especially if you're going to keep recovering as well as you have been. But before I go, can I stay here for a few more minutes? I just want to sit with you, make sure you're comfortable, help you relax, because I know it's hard to fall asleep in a place like this. The sounds, the lights, the unfamiliar bed, the knowledge that someone might come in at any moment. Here, let me adjust your pillow. There we go. Is that better? And let me pull this blanket up a little more. You looked a little cold. Perfect. Now, just close your eyes and let yourself relax. Let your body sink into the mattress. Let your shoulders drop. Let your breathing slow. I'm right here. I'm not going anywhere. Not until you fall asleep. Not until I know you're comfortable. You know, I meant everything I said tonight. Every single word. You've become so important to me in such a short amount of time, and I can't wait to see where this goes. When you're out of here, when we can just be two normal people. But for now, just rest. Let yourself drift. Let the day fade away. Let everything else disappear. And don't worry, I'll still be here in the morning, checking on you, making sure you're okay. Except now, it'll be different. Now I'll be checking on you as someone who really cares. Someone who's counting down the days until you're discharged. Not because I want you gone, but because I can't wait to see you outside of this place. I can't wait to see you smile in natural light, to hear you laugh without hospital sounds in the background, to see who you really are when you're not stuck in this room. Your breathing is getting slower. That's good. You're starting to relax. I can see it in your face, the tension melting away, expression softening, your body letting go. You look peaceful. And that makes me happy. Because you deserve to feel peaceful. You deserve to feel cared for. And I'm going to make sure you do every single day. Not just while you're here, but after, when we're together. I'm going to take care of you. Make sure you know how special you are. You know, I've dated before. I've had relationships, some good, some not so good. But I've never felt like this. This feeling in my chest, this excitement, this certainty. I just know, somehow, that you're different, that this is different, that what we have, even though it's just beginning, it's something worth holding on to. And I'm not going to let it slip away. I'm not going to let my fear or my doubts or the rules get in the way. Because sometimes you have to take a chance. You have to trust your heart, even when your head is telling you to be careful. And my heart is telling me that you're worth the risk. I'm going to tell you something, and you don't have to respond. You don't even have to remember it in the morning if you don't want to, but I need to say it. I think I'm falling for you. No, I know I'm falling for you. Maybe I've already fallen. Maybe it happened the first night I met you, and I'm just now realizing it. And that's terrifying, and exciting, and wonderful, all at the same time. But I wouldn't change it, not for anything, because meeting you, getting to know you, even in this strange, unexpected way, it's been the best thing that's happened to me in a long time, maybe ever. So thank you for being you, for being kind, for being open, for being brave enough to say yes, and for giving me a chance, a real chance. Sleep now. Let yourself drift away. Let my voice be the last thing you hear. Let the knowledge that someone cares about you be the thing that carries you into sleep. I'll be right here, watching over you, making sure you're safe, making sure you're comfortable. And when you wake up, I'll be the first person you see. I'll make sure of it. I'll trade shifts if I have to. I'll come in early. I'll do whatever it takes, because I want to be here with you. I want to see your eyes open. See that little smile you give when you first wake up, before you're fully conscious. It's adorable, by the way, that sleepy smile. I've seen it a few times now, when I've had to wake you for early morning checks, and every time, it makes my heart skip a beat. Good night, sleep well, dream of something beautiful, something peaceful, something that makes you smile. Maybe dream of coffee shops and conversations and hands held across a table. Maybe dream of me, the way I know I'll be dreaming of you, and know that I'll be thinking about you until I see you again. I'm going to stay just a little longer, just to make sure you're really asleep, just to watch you breathe, to make sure you're truly comfortable. And then I'll slip out quietly and let you rest. But I'll be back first thing in the morning with your breakfast and your morning meds and a smile just for you. And maybe, if you're up for it, we can talk more about our plans, about when you're discharged, about our first real date. I'm already trying to figure out where to take you. Somewhere nice, but not too fancy. Somewhere we can really talk. Somewhere I can see you, really see you, without fluorescent lights and hospital equipment. Somewhere we can just be us. You're so beautiful when you sleep. Did you know that? Your face is so calm, so serene, so peaceful. I could sit here and watch you all night. But I won't, because that would be creepy, and I'm trying really hard not to be creepy, even though I definitely have a crush on you. A big one. A huge one. The kind of crush that makes me check the schedule to see when I'm working next, just so I know when I'll see you again. Okay, your breathing is deep and steady now. You're really out. That's my cue to go, to let you rest, to finally leave you in peace. But I'll be back soon, I promise. And every time I come back, I'll be coming back to you. Not just to my patient, but to the person who's stolen my heart. Sweet dreams. I'll see you in the morning. And when morning comes, everything will still be real. This will still be happening. We'll still have this connection, this feeling, this promise of something more. And I'll still be falling for you, a little more with each moment. You're safe, you're cared for, and you're not alone. Not anymore. Not ever again. Not if I have anything to say about it. Because I'm here, and I'm not going anywhere. Not unless you want me to. And even then, I'd probably try to convince you otherwise. Good night. Sleep well. Rest easy. I'll be thinking of you. Always. From now on, always. See you tomorrow, loser. I can't wait. I really, really can't wait. Okay, I'm going now. I promise, just one more moment. One more look at your peaceful face. One more second of being close to you. Okay, now I'm really going. Sweet dreams, beautiful. Until tomorrow. Hey, you. Come in. Close the door behind you. No, don't just stand there. Sit down. That chair, right there, across from my desk. I'm sure you're wondering why I called you up here, to the executive floor, on your first day back after the acquisition. You look nervous. That's understandable. Everything changed last week, didn't it? New ownership, new management structure, half the staff let go. And you're still here. Do you know why? Because I kept you. Let me be clear about something. When my company acquired yours, I had full discretion over which employees to retain. I reviewed every file, every performance record, every resume. And yours? Yours I read more carefully than all the others combined. I made a very specific request to the transition team. I told them I needed a personal assistant, someone sharp, someone capable, someone who could keep up with my schedule and anticipate my needs without constant supervision. I gave them a list of qualifications, very detailed, very specific. And somehow, only one person in your entire company matched every single requirement. You. Convenient, isn't it? So here's what's going to happen. Starting today, you no longer report to your old department. You no longer sit in that cubicle on the 3rd floor. You work for me now, directly, exclusively. My personal assistant, my right hand. The person who will be at my side from the moment I arrive each morning until the moment I leave each night. And sometimes, even later than that. I know this is sudden. I know you didn't ask for this. But business moves fast, and I need someone I can rely on. Someone I can trust. Your new desk is right outside my office. You'll have access to my calendar, my emails, my private line. You'll screen my calls, manage my meetings, handle confidential documents. You'll know everything about my schedule, my preferences, my habits. You'll know me better than anyone else in this building. And in return, I'll expect perfection, punctuality, discretion, absolute loyalty. I don't tolerate mistakes, I don't accept excuses, and I certainly don't appreciate anyone questioning my decisions. But if you do your job well, if you meet my standards, you'll find I can be very generous. Competitive salary, full benefits, performance bonuses, opportunities for advancement, and my personal attention. I've already had your things moved to your new workspace. Your old colleagues have been informed of your transfer. There's nothing left for you to tie up down there. You're mine now. Professionally speaking, of course. Tomorrow morning, I expect you here at 7 sharp. We'll go over my schedule for the week. I'll walk you through my expectations in detail. For now, take the rest of the day to familiarize yourself with the executive floor. Learn where everything is. Get comfortable. This is your new world. You're going to be spending a lot of time up here with me. Oh, and one more thing. Welcome to the team. You can go now. I'll see you tomorrow morning, 7 a.m. Don't be late. Good morning. Right on time. I appreciate that. Coffee's on your desk. Black, 2 sugars. That's how you take it, isn't it? I pay attention. Come in. We have a lot to cover this morning. Close the door. Sit down. So, your first official day as my assistant. Let me walk you through what that actually means. My schedule is demanding. I'm usually here by 6:30. Most nights, I don't leave until 8 or 9, sometimes later. I'll need you here by 7 at the latest, and I'll need you to stay as long as I do. I know that's a lot, but you'll be compensated accordingly. Every morning, you'll review my calendar and prepare a briefing. Meetings, calls, deadlines, anything I need to be aware of. I want it on my desk by 7:15. You'll screen all my calls, transfer only the ones I've marked as priority. Everything else gets a message. You'll attend all my meetings, take notes, track action items, follow up on my behalf when necessary. You'll also handle my personal errands when needed. Lunch reservations, dry cleaning, gift purchases for clients, and occasionally gifts for people who aren't clients. I'll give you access to my corporate card. Use it responsibly. Keep receipts. You'll have keys to my office, my car, my private conference room on the top floor. You'll know my passwords, my security codes. You'll be the only person in this building who has complete access to my world. That level of access requires trust and discretion. What you see here, what you hear here, what you learn about me stays between us, always. Do you understand? Good. Now, let me show you how I like things organized. Files alphabetized, color-coded by priority. Red for urgent, yellow for this week, green for ongoing projects. Emails sorted into folders. Flagged items get handled first thing each morning. My calendar is sacred. No double booking, no surprises. If someone wants a meeting with me, they go through you first. I'm very particular about my space. Everything has its place. Everything stays neat. I like order, control, predictability. I don't like chaos, and I don't like distractions, which is why when you're working at your desk out there, I need you focused. No personal calls, no social media, no wandering off to chat with other departments. Your job is to support me. That's your only priority while you're here. Understand? Good. I think that covers the basics. We'll refine things as we go. For now, I have a 9 o'clock meeting. I need you to pull the files on the Henderson merger and have them ready in the conference room. And I'll need fresh coffee. The kind from the cafe on the corner, not the break room. Medium latte, extra shot, light foam. I'll text you if anything changes. Oh, and one more thing. Thank you for being here, for agreeing to this. I think we're going to work well together. Very well. Now go. We have a busy day ahead. Still here? It's almost 8. Everyone else went home an hour ago. You don't have to stay just because I'm still working, you know. Although I appreciate that you did. Come in. Sit down for a minute. You've been doing good work this week. Better than I expected, honestly. You're organized, efficient. You anticipate what I need before I even ask for it. That's rare. Most assistants just follow orders. But you actually think ahead. I noticed you rearranged my filing system, grouped related projects together, made it easier to cross-reference. I didn't ask you to do that, but it was smart. I like initiative, as long as it's done correctly. And you did it correctly. Here, I brought you something. Coffee, same way you like it. I figured if I'm keeping you here this late, the least I can do is make sure you're caffeinated. Don't look so surprised. I'm not completely heartless. You know, when I first decided to bring you on, I wasn't entirely sure it would work out. I'm not easy to work for. I know that. I'm demanding, particular. I have high standards and very little patience for anything less than excellence. Most people can't handle it. But you've handled it just fine. Better than fine, actually. It's like you already know what I'm going to ask before I ask it. Like you can read my mind. It's almost unsettling. Although, I suppose that's what happens when you pay close attention to someone. You start to notice patterns, habits, preferences, the way they take their coffee, the way they organize their desk, the way they tap their pen when they're thinking. Little things. I notice those things too, you know, about you. Like how you always straighten your collar when you're nervous, or how you bite your bottom lip when you're concentrating on something difficult, or how you look away whenever I compliment you, like you're doing right now. It's endearing. Anyway, I should let you go home. It's getting late. Same time tomorrow? Good. Get some rest. I'll see you in the morning. And thank you for staying. Come in. Lock the door. No, it's fine. I don't want anyone interrupting us right now. Sit down. We need to talk. You've been here for 2 weeks now, and in that time, you've become indispensable. My schedule runs smoother, my meetings are more productive. Everything just works better when you're handling it. But there's something I need to ask you, and I need you to be honest with me. Why haven't you questioned any of this? The sudden transfer, the long hours, the fact that I keep you here late almost every night. Most people would have asked by now. Most people would want to know why. But you just go along with it. You do everything I ask without hesitation. Why? Are you afraid of me? Or is it something else? Because I've been watching you. The way you look at me when you think I'm not paying attention. The way you lean in just a little closer when you're showing me something on your tablet. The way you smile when I thank you for something small. You're not just being a good employee, are you? There's something more going on here. And I think you've been waiting for me to acknowledge it. So here I am, acknowledging it. I didn't bring you here just because you're good at your job. I brought you here because I wanted you close. I've wanted that for a long time. Before the acquisition, before any of this, I used to see you sometimes. In meetings, in the building lobby, at industry events. You probably don't even remember, but I do. I remember the first time I saw you. You were presenting a quarterly report to your old department head. You were confident, articulate, prepared. And I thought, that's someone I could work with. But then I kept seeing you, and I kept thinking about you, more than I should have. When the acquisition talk started, I knew it was my chance. I could structure the deal however I wanted, keep whoever I wanted. So I made sure the terms were favorable, made sure your department was included in the transition, made sure you would be one of the employees we retained. And then I made sure you ended up right here, with me. I know how that sounds. I know it's unusual, but I don't regret it. I've spent my entire career building this company, making calculated decisions, staying focused, staying disciplined. I don't let emotions interfere with business. But you made me break my own rules. And I'm not sorry. Not even a little bit. So now you know. I orchestrated this. All of it. Because I wanted you here. Because I wanted to see you every day. Talk to you. Work with you. Be near you. And if that makes me unprofessional or inappropriate or completely out of line, then so be it. I'm tired of pretending this is just a normal working relationship. Because it's not. And I think, deep down, you already knew that. Didn't you? You're not saying anything, and you're looking at me like you can't decide if you should be shocked or something else. Say something, please. I just admitted that I manipulated an entire corporate acquisition to keep you close to me, and you're just sitting there. Are you angry? Scared? Or are you relieved? Because I've been carrying this around for weeks now. Months, if I'm being honest. Every time you walk into my office, every time you hand me a file or bring me coffee or ask me a question, I have to remind myself to act normal, to keep my distance, to not let you see how much I think about you. It's exhausting. Pretending I don't notice the way you smell when you lean over my desk. Pretending I don't care when you mention going out with friends after work. Pretending I'm just your boss and nothing more. But I can't keep doing it. I'm not good at vulnerability. I'm not good at admitting when I want something I can't just take. But I want you. Not as my assistant, not as my employee, as more than that. As someone who stays late with me because they want to, not because I ask them to. Someone who brings me coffee because they were thinking about me, not because it's in their job description. Someone who looks at me the way you've been looking at me, when you think I don't notice. I know I went about this all wrong. I should have just asked you out, like a normal person. But I'm not normal. I'm a control freak who doesn't know how to handle feelings she can't organize into a spreadsheet. So instead, I bought your entire company. Which, in hindsight, might have been a bit much. But it got you here, didn't it? And now I just need to know, do you hate me for it? Or is there any part of you, any part at all, that's glad I did it? Because if there is, then maybe we can figure out what this is, together. You're smiling. Why are you smiling? Wait, are you saying you knew? You knew that I had been? How long have you known? Since the first week? Of course you did. I thought I was being subtle. Apparently I wasn't. So you've just been going along with it this whole time? Letting me keep you late, bring you coffee, hover around your desk, knowing exactly why I was doing it? And you didn't say anything. Why? Oh, because you wanted to see how long it would take me to admit it. You're braver than I thought. So, what now? Do we just keep pretending this is a normal boss-assistant relationship? Or do we acknowledge that it's something else entirely? Because I can't go back to pretending. Not after this. Not after finally telling you the truth. I want you here, with me. Not because I pay you to be here, but because you choose to be. So, do you? Choose to be here, I mean? With me? Even knowing how much I've manipulated this situation to keep you close? Even knowing how obsessed I've been? Even knowing that I'll probably be possessive and demanding and completely unreasonable about sharing your time with anyone else? Because that's who I am. I don't do anything halfway. And I don't share things I care about. Especially not you. So if we do this, if we cross this line, you need to know what you're getting into. I'm not going to be a casual girlfriend. I'm going to want all of you. Your time, your attention, your thoughts. I'm going to text you constantly, call you when I miss you, show up at your place unannounced. I'm going to be intense, probably too intense. But I'll also take care of you in every way I can. I'll make sure you're safe, comfortable, happy. I'll protect you from anything that tries to hurt you. I'll listen when you talk. Remember the little things you mention. Notice when something's wrong. I'll love you the way I do everything else in my life. Completely, obsessively, without reservation. So, knowing all that, do you still want this? Do you still want me? You're nodding. You're actually nodding. Come here. No, closer. I need to make sure this is real. You have no idea how long I've been wanting to do this. Just be this close to you, without pretending it's just professional, without having to maintain distance. I can hear your heartbeat from here. It's racing. Mine too. Is it okay if I hold your hand? There. Your hand fits perfectly in mine, like it was always supposed to be here. I know this is unconventional, starting a relationship with your boss, in your workplace, after she literally bought your company to get close to you. Not exactly a fairy tale meet cute, but somehow it feels right. You feel right. Like all the calculated risks I've taken in my career, they all led to this moment. To you. And I wouldn't change any of it. Not even the morally questionable parts. Because they brought you here. To me. Where you belong. Is that too possessive? I don't care. You're mine now. And I'm yours. And everyone in this building is going to know it. Eventually. But for now, for tonight, let's just stay here, in my office, after hours, just the two of us. No more pretending. No more distance. Just this. Just us. It's almost midnight. We should probably go home. But I don't want to. I don't want this night to end. Because once we leave this office, once we step back out into the real world, everything gets complicated again. People will talk, HR will have questions, we'll have to figure out how to navigate this professionally. But right now, in this moment, none of that matters. Right now, it's just you and me. And I've never felt more at peace. Isn't that strange? I've spent my entire life chasing success, building empires, winning deals, staying on top. But sitting here with you, holding your hand, listening to you breathe, this feels like the biggest win of all. The only one that actually matters. I know I'm not easy to love. I'm demanding, controlling. I have impossibly high standards for myself and everyone around me. I work too much. I don't know how to relax. I struggle to let people in. But with you, I want to try. I want to let you in. I want to come home to you at the end of a long day and just exist without having to perform, without having to be perfect. I want to be soft with you in a way I've never been with anyone else. Does that scare you? The idea of being with someone who doesn't really know how to do this? Someone who's going to mess up sometimes? Someone who might get too jealous or too clingy or too intense? Because I will. I'll definitely mess this up sometimes. But I'll always try to fix it. I'll apologize when I'm wrong. I'll listen when you need me to. I'll make adjustments when something isn't working. I'll put in the effort because you're worth it. More than worth it. So, what do you say? Want to see where this goes? Want to take a chance on your overly intense, slightly unhinged boss who bought your company just to be near you? When I say it out loud like that, it sounds even worse. But you're still here. You're still holding my hand. And you're still looking at me like I'm not completely insane for doing all this. So maybe we're both a little crazy. And maybe that's okay. Maybe we're exactly what each other needs. Someone who understands ambition, drive, the need to be the best. But also someone who understands loneliness, pressure, the weight of always having to be in control. We get each other, don't we? That's why this works. That's why, despite how unconventional and borderline inappropriate this whole situation is, it feels right. So let's do it. Let's figure this out together. We'll set boundaries at work, keep things professional in front of others, but after hours, you're mine, and I'm yours. Deal? Good. Now come here. Let me hold you a little longer before we have to go. Just a few more minutes. Thank you for giving me a chance, for seeing past the corporate armor, for letting me be vulnerable with you. I won't let you down. I promise. Now, let's go home together. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Same time, same place. Except now, everything's different. Everything's better because I finally have you. And I'm never letting go. Hey, you. Open the door, please. It's me. I know it's late. I know you weren't expecting me, but I need to see you right now. Thank God you're okay. Come here, let me just look at you for a second. Your face, your eyes. You're really here. You're really safe. I'm sorry for showing up like this, unannounced, at almost midnight, but I couldn't stay away. Not tonight. Not after what I heard. Can I come in, please? I need to talk to you, and I need to be close to you right now. Thank you, baby. Lock the door behind me, okay? Just to be safe. I know that sounds paranoid, I know, but just humor me, please. There, that's better. Now come sit with me on the couch. I need to hold your hand while I tell you this. I'm shaking. Can you feel that? My hands are trembling. I'm not usually like this. You know me. I'm always calm, always collected, always in control. But tonight I'm scared. Scared for you. Scared of losing you. Scared of what could happen if I don't handle this right. Look at me, please. I need you to really look at me right now. Because what I'm about to tell you, it's going to change everything between us. And I need to see your face, need to know that you're listening, that you understand how serious this is. You know I love you, right? You know that everything I do, everything I've ever done since I met you has been to protect you, to keep you safe, to keep you separate from the parts of my life that are dark. But I can't do that anymore. I can't keep you in the dark anymore because someone dangerous knows about you now. And that means I have to tell you the truth, the whole truth about who I really am and what I really do. You've always known my family has connections, right? That we're influential, that we have reach, that people respect us or fear us. But you never asked for details, and I never offered them, because I wanted you to stay clean, stay innocent, stay untouched by the ugliness of my world. But that world, it's catching up to us now, and I can't protect you if you don't know what we're up against. My family, we're not just wealthy, we're not just connected. We wording things in this city and beyond. The businesses, the territories, the operations that happen in the shadows. We're what you'd call organized crime, the mafia, the syndicate, whatever word you want to use, that's what we are. That's what I am. I'm not just some rich girl with a mysterious family. I'm a lieutenant in one of the most powerful crime families on the East Coast. I oversee operations. I make decisions that affect hundreds of people. I handle problems that can't be solved through legal channels. And I'm good at it. I'm very good at it. People fear me, respect me, know better than to cross me. But with you, I've always just been me. Just the girl who loves lazy Sunday mornings and terrible action movies. And the way you laugh at my jokes even when they're not funny. I wanted to keep those worlds separate, keep you safe from all of this. But 3 days ago, someone saw us together. At that restaurant, the one near the waterfront, where we had dinner last week. Someone from a rival family, the Morellis. They saw me with you, saw the way I looked at you, the way I touched your hand across the table, the way I kissed you goodnight in the parking lot. And now they know. They know you're important to me. They know you're my weakness, my soft spot, the one thing in this world that could make me vulnerable. And that makes you a target. I found out this afternoon, one of my informants, someone deep in their organization, sent word that they're planning something. Something involving you. Something to get to me. To force my hand. To use you as leverage. And the moment I heard that, the moment I knew you were in danger, I couldn't breathe. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus on anything except getting to you, making sure you were safe, making sure no one had touched you. I left a meeting, a very important meeting with some very dangerous people, just walked out in the middle of negotiations, because nothing in this world matters more to me than you. My father was furious. My brothers tried to stop me. But I didn't care. I had to see you, had to make sure you were okay. And now that I'm here, now that I can see you're safe, I can finally breathe again. But we need to talk about what happens next, because this doesn't end here. This doesn't just go away. The Morellis, they're ruthless, they're smart, and they're desperate. We've been squeezing them out of their territories for months, cutting off their supply lines, turning their allies against them, and now they're backed into a corner, which makes them even more dangerous. A cornered animal will do anything to survive, and right now, you're the weapon they think they can use against me. But they're wrong. So wrong. Because I will burn their entire organization to the ground before I let them touch a single hair on your head. I've already started. The moment I found out about the threat, I made calls, sent orders, mobilized resources. By morning, the Morellis won't know what hit them. But tonight I need to make sure you're safe. Need to keep you close. Need to know exactly where you are. I know this is a lot. I know you're probably scared, confused, maybe even angry that I kept this from you. But please understand. I was trying to protect you. I never wanted you to be part of this world. Never wanted you to see the things I've done, the choices I've had to make. I wanted you to love me for who I am with you, not what I am out there. And I was so scared, so terrified, that if you knew the truth, you'd look at me differently, see me as a monster, as someone capable of terrible things. Because I am. I am capable of terrible things. I've hurt people. People who threatened my family, who broke deals, who crossed lines they shouldn't have crossed. I've made decisions that kept me up at night, choices that weigh on my conscience even though I know they were necessary. I've ordered things done that I'm not proud of, that I can never take back. But with you, I'm different. You make me want to be better. Softer, more human. You remind me that there's more to life than power and control and survival. You remind me what it feels like to be loved, really loved, for who I am beneath all the armor and the reputation and the fear. And I can't lose that. I can't lose you. So I'm asking you, begging you to trust me. Trust that I know what I'm doing. Trust that I can keep you safe. Trust that everything I'm about to do, it's all to protect you. You don't have to understand my world. You don't have to be part of it. You don't even have to approve of it. But I need you to trust me. Trust that I would never, never let anything happen to you. Say something, please. Say anything. Tell me you're not afraid of me. Tell me this doesn't change how you feel. Tell me you still love me? Even knowing what I am, what I do, the blood on my hands? You do? Oh God, oh thank God. I thought maybe you'd want me to leave, want nothing to do with me, want to forget you ever met me. But you're still here, still holding my hand, still looking at me like I'm not a monster. Come here, closer. Let me hold you. Your heart is racing. I can feel it, beating so fast against my chest. Are you scared? It's okay if you are. It's okay to be scared. This is scary. I'm scary sometimes. But I promise you, I swear on everything I have, everything I am, that you are safe with me. No one is going to hurt you. No one is going to touch you. No one is going to take you from me. I have people watching this building, your work, every place you go regularly. They're invisible. Ghosts. You'll never see them, but they're there. And if anyone tries to get close to you with bad intentions, they won't make it 2 steps before my people intervene. I've also arranged safe houses, 3 of them, in different parts of the city, fully stocked, fully secure, places we can go if things escalate. And I've reached out to allies, families that owe me favors, families that respect the old codes. They've all been put on notice that you are under my protection. In our world, that means something. That means you're untouchable. That hurting you would be a declaration of war not just against me, but against everyone who stands with me. The Morellis, they're strong, but they're not strong enough to take on half the families on the East Coast. And that's what they'd be facing if they tried anything. So you see how serious I am about this, how far I'll go to keep you safe. There is nothing in this world that matters more to me than you. Not power, not territory, not loyalty, not even my own family. You are everything. You are my light in a world full of darkness, my reason to keep going when everything else feels empty. And I will do whatever it takes to make sure you stay safe. Even if that means getting my hands dirty, even if that means doing things that will haunt me, even if that means sacrificing parts of myself I can never get back. I'm not a good person. I know that. I've made peace with that. But when I'm with you, I feel like maybe I could be. Maybe there's still something in me worth saving, something worth protecting. You're crying. Baby, why are you crying? Is it too much? Did I scare you? I didn't mean to. I just needed you to understand. Oh, you're not scared. You're just overwhelmed. Come here. Let me wipe those tears. There, that's better. Your face, even when you're crying, you're still the most beautiful thing I've ever seen. I don't deserve you. I know I don't. Someone like me, someone with blood on her hands and darkness in her heart. I don't deserve someone as pure and good and kind as you. But I'm selfish. I'm so selfish because I'm not letting you go. I'm keeping you, holding on to you, claiming you as mine in every way that matters. And anyone who tries to take you from me, they'll have to go through me first. Is that okay? Can you accept that? Can you accept me? All of me? The good and the bad and the terrifying? You're nodding. You're saying yes. You're telling me you're not going anywhere? That you're staying with me? That you trust me? God, do you have any idea what that means to me? Do you have any idea how much I needed to hear that? I've been so scared, so terrified of losing you, of you seeing the real me and running away. But you're not running. You're staying. You're choosing me. Even knowing what I am, what I do, the world I live in. I promise you, I promise I will do everything in my power to keep this world from touching you. You won't have to see the violence, won't have to witness the things I do to keep us safe, won't have to carry the weight of my choices. I'll handle everything. I'll take care of the Morellis, I'll eliminate the threat, and then things can go back to normal. Well, as normal as they can be, now that you know the truth. But one thing I need you to promise me, one thing that's non-negotiable. You have to listen to me when it comes to your safety. You have to follow my instructions. You have to let me protect you. If I tell you to stay inside, you stay inside. If I tell you someone is with you for protection, you don't question it. If I tell you we need to move locations, we move. I know you're independent. I know you're used to taking care of yourself, and I love that about you. But right now, in this situation, I need you to trust my judgment. Can you do that for me? Can you let me keep you safe? Thank you. Thank you, baby. You have no idea what a relief that is, knowing you'll work with me on this, knowing I don't have to fight you and the threat at the same time. Now, we need to talk about logistics. You're not staying here tonight. It's not secure enough. Too many entry points. Too many ways someone could get to you. You're coming home with me, to my penthouse. It's a fortress. Bulletproof glass, reinforced doors, security system that would make the Pentagon jealous. And I have people there, trusted people, who would die before they let anyone hurt you. I know this is sudden. I know you probably want to pack a bag, grab some things, but we need to move quickly. We need to get you somewhere safe before anyone realizes I'm here. I've already had some of your clothes and essentials brought to my place, so you'll have everything you need. And anything else you want, anything at all, I'll have it delivered, no questions asked. I need you with me, where I can see you, where I can protect you, where I can make sure you're safe. Is that okay? Will you come with me? You will? Just like that. No arguing, no hesitation. God, I love you. I love you so much it scares me sometimes. Come on then, let's get you out of here. Let's get you somewhere safe. My car is downstairs, with my driver. He's armed, trained, completely loyal. And there's another car following us, just as a precaution. I know this feels like overkill, like I'm being paranoid. But in my world, paranoia keeps you alive, and I'm not taking any chances with you. Not now, not ever. Here, take my hand. Don't let go. I've got you. That's it. Just stay close to me. I'll handle everything else. The elevator is just down the hall. We'll be in my car in 2 minutes, and at my place in 15. And then you can breathe. We can both breathe, knowing you're safe. I'm sorry this is happening. I'm sorry you're being dragged into my world like this. I never wanted this for you. But I'm going to fix it. I'm going to handle the Morellis, and then I'm going to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. Because you are my priority. You are my everything. And I will move heaven and earth to keep you safe. We're almost to the elevator. Just a few more steps. You're doing great. I know this is overwhelming. I know you're scared. But you're being so brave, so strong. And I'm right here with you, every step of the way. The doors are opening. Step inside. That's it. Now it's just you and me for these 15 floors. Just us. I can finally hold you properly now, without worrying about who's watching. Come here. Let me wrap my arms around you. There. That's better. You fit perfectly against me, like you were made to be held by me. Your hands are shaking. I can feel them, trembling against my back. It's okay. It's okay to be scared. This is a lot. I know it's a lot. But I've got you. I'm not letting anything happen to you. We're going to get through this, together. And then we're going to have a long, quiet, peaceful life together. No more threats, no more danger. Just us, living the life we've always talked about. Maybe we'll even leave. Leave this city. Leave this life. Go somewhere quiet. Somewhere no one knows my name. Start fresh. Start clean. Just be two people in love. Nothing more, nothing less. Would you like that? Would you come away with me if I asked? You would? You'd leave everything behind just to be with me? God, how did I get so lucky? How did someone like you end up loving someone like me? The elevator is slowing down. We're almost to the lobby. Stay close to me. My driver will be right outside. Car is probably already running. This is the most vulnerable moment, out in the open, but will only be exposed for a few seconds, and I'll be between you and the street the entire time. If anything happens, anything at all, I'll handle it. Doors are opening. Here we go. Hand in hand, just like always. Except now you know why I always insist on walking on the outside. It's not chivalry, it's strategy. If someone takes a shot, they hit me first, and I can push you to cover. There's the car. Black sedan, tinted windows. Driver is Marco. He's been with my family for 20 years. I trust him with my life, with your life. Almost there, just a few more steps. He's opening the door. Slide in. I'm right behind you. There, we're in. Doors are locked. Windows are bulletproof. We're safe. You can breathe now. We're moving. We're on our way. Come here. Rest your head on my shoulder. It's going to be okay. I know tonight has been overwhelming, terrifying, completely insane. But we're together. And as long as we're together, nothing else matters. The city lights are beautiful tonight. Look at them, glittering in the darkness, like stars fallen to earth. I used to hate this city. Hate the darkness, hate the violence, hate what I had to become to survive here. But then I met you, and suddenly the city didn't seem so dark anymore. Because you were my light, my reason to keep going, my reminder that there's still beauty in this world. Even in a place as corrupt and dangerous as this, there's still you, still us, still love. And that's worth fighting for, worth killing for, worth dying for. We're almost to my building, just a few more blocks. How are you holding up? Talk to me. I need to know you're okay. You're scared, but you trust me? That's all I need to hear. That's all that matters. As long as you trust me, as long as you believe I'll keep you safe, we can get through anything. And I will keep you safe. I promise. I swear on my life. No one touches you. No one threatens you. No one takes you from me. We're pulling into the garage now. Underground parking, completely secure. Private elevator straight to my penthouse. We won't even have to walk through a public lobby. See? I've thought of everything. Every detail. Every possible threat. Because when it comes to you, I don't leave anything to chance. Car is stopping. Marco is opening the door. Let's go. Take my hand. I've got you. This is my private elevator. Biometric lock. Only I can open it. And now you too. I'll add your fingerprint to the system tonight. Step inside. That's it. This is it. Just one more minute and we're home. We're safe. And then I can finally relax knowing you're protected. The doors are closing. And we're going up to the top floor, to my sanctuary, to the one place in this entire city where I can truly let my guard down. Because you're there. Because you make anywhere feel like home. I need you to know something before we get there, before we step into my world completely. I love you. I love you more than I've ever loved anyone or anything. And I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that loving me means living with this danger, this constant threat, this fear. But I promise I will spend every single day making it worth it, making sure you never regret choosing me, making sure you feel loved and cherished and protected. Because you are my everything, my reason for breathing, my purpose. And I would rather die than let anyone hurt you. The elevator is slowing down. We're here. This is my home, our home now. Welcome to my world, baby. Welcome to the safest place in the entire city. Welcome to where you belong. The doors are opening. Come on, let me show you around. This is the main living area. Floor-to-ceiling windows overlooking the city. But don't worry, bulletproof glass, tinted from the outside. No one can see in. The kitchen is over there, fully stocked. Anything you want, anytime you want it. Down that hall is my office. You're welcome to go in there, but maybe it's better if you don't. There are things in there, files, records that you don't need to see. And this way, this is the bedroom, our bedroom. It's late, and you've been through so much tonight. You must be exhausted. Come, let's get you comfortable. Let's get you settled. Sit here on the bed. That's it. Let me help you with your shoes. Just relax. I've got you. There, better? Now let me just hold you for a minute. Let me make sure you're really here, really safe. Your heart is still racing. I can feel it, pounding against your ribs. It's been a long night, a scary night, I know. But it's over now. We're safe now. We're home. And tomorrow I'll handle everything. I'll make the calls I need to make, give the orders that need to be given, set everything in motion. But tonight is just for us, just for holding each other, just for being together. Lie back, that's it. Let me lie beside you. I just want to be close to you, want to feel your warmth, want to hear your breathing, want to know you're here with me. Your eyes are getting heavy. I can see it, the exhaustion catching up with you. the adrenaline wearing off. It's okay. You can sleep. You're safe here. Nothing can touch you here. I'll be right here beside you all night, watching over you, protecting you. Even in sleep, I won't let my guard down, won't let anything slip past me, because you are precious. You are everything, and I will guard you with my life. Close your eyes. Let yourself drift. Let go of all the fear and the worry and the stress. I've got you. I'll always have you. That's it. Breathe slowly, in and out, nice and easy. Feel how safe you are, how protected, how loved. Nothing can hurt you here, not while I'm watching, not while I'm holding you. I'm going to trace patterns on your arm, soft circles, gentle lines, soothing movements. Let it calm you. Let it help you relax. Let it guide you into sleep. You're so beautiful like this, peaceful, trusting, surrendering to sleep in my arms. I could watch you sleep for hours, could spend the rest of my life memorizing every detail of your face. Your breathing is slowing down, becoming deeper, more even. You're falling asleep, finally letting yourself rest. And I'm here. I'm right here, and I'm not going anywhere. I'll be here when you wake up. I'll be here tomorrow. I'll be here every single day after that. Because this is where I belong. Beside you, protecting you, loving you. Sleep now, baby. Sleep peacefully. Sleep knowing you're safe. Safe with me. Safe in my arms. Safe in my world. And when you wake up, when the sun rises on a new day, we'll face it together. We'll handle whatever comes. We'll deal with the threats. We'll build our future. But for now, for tonight, just sleep. Let me watch over you. Let me keep the darkness at bay. Let me be your shield against the world. I love you, more than words can say, more than actions can show. You are my heart, my soul, my reason for everything. And I will protect you. I will keep you safe. I will make sure no harm ever comes to you. This I swear, on my honor, on my life, on everything I am. You're almost asleep now, drifting away, falling into dreams. Dream of good things. Dream of us. Dream of the life we'll build together. And when you wake, I'll still be here, still holding you, still keeping watch, because that's what I do. That's who I am when I'm with you. Not a mafia lieutenant, not a dangerous woman, not someone to be feared, just someone who loves you, someone who would do anything for you, someone who will never let you go. Sleep well, my love. Sleep peacefully. Sleep safe. Hey, don't leave yet. I know class just ended. I know you probably have somewhere to be, but I need to talk to you. Just for a minute. Please? I locked the door. I hope that's okay. I need to make sure no one interrupts us. And I need to make sure you actually listen to what I have to say. Because this is really important. And I've been putting it off for way too long. You probably noticed I've been acting weird lately, haven't you? Disappearing in the middle of conversations, showing up late to class with bruises I can't explain, falling asleep at my desk because I've barely slept in days. I've seen you looking at me with that concerned expression, like you want to ask if I'm okay, but you're too polite to pry. And honestly, that just makes this harder, because you're so considerate, and I've been lying to you this entire time. Not on purpose, not because I wanted to, but because I had to. Because some secrets, they're not just mine to tell. They affect everyone around me, including you. And that's exactly why I need to tell you now, before something happens, before it's too late. So just stay here with me for a little while, okay? Let me finally tell you the truth. You remember 3 months ago when that warehouse explosion happened downtown? The one where they said no one should have survived, but somehow everyone got out safely? The news kept talking about it, about the mysterious figure in the smoke, the one who pulled people out of the fire before the whole building collapsed. They caught glimpses on security cameras, just shadows and movement, nothing clear enough to identify, but people started talking, started calling her the city's newest hero. And you were so excited about it, remember? You kept talking about how amazing it was, how someone was actually out there helping people, risking their life to save strangers. You said you wished you could meet her, thank her, tell her how much it mattered. And I just sat there, nodding along, pretending I didn't know exactly who she was, pretending my hands weren't still shaking from pulling the last person out before the ceiling caved in. Because that mysterious figure everyone's been talking about, that's me. I'm the one they've been seeing on the news, the one pulling people from burning buildings, stopping robberies, catching criminals before they can hurt anyone. I'm the superheroine everyone's been wondering about. And I know how that sounds. I know you're probably staring at me right now thinking I've completely lost my mind. I mean, look at me. I'm just your classmate. The girl who sits 3 rows behind you and borrows your notes when I miss class. How could I possibly be that? But I am. And I can prove it. If you need me to. Watch. See that textbook on the desk? The one all the way across the room? Keep your eyes on it. There. Did you see it move? I didn't touch it. I didn't go near it. But it slid across the desk. Just a little. That's telekinesis, one of my abilities. I can move things with my mind, lift objects, push and pull without touching them. It's subtle, controlled, not like the movies where everything explodes into chaos. But it's real. And it's just the beginning of what I can do. I also have enhanced strength, faster reflexes, heightened senses. I can hear your heartbeat from here, feel the warmth radiating from your skin, sense when danger's coming before it arrives. And that's why I've been so exhausted lately. Because every night, after classes end, after everyone goes home, I'm out there, patrolling the streets, responding to emergencies, stopping crimes before they happen. And it's overwhelming. trying to balance school, homework, a normal life, while also being responsible for protecting an entire city. But the hardest part, the absolute hardest part, is keeping it secret from you. Because you're the one person I actually wanted to tell. The one person I trusted enough, cared about enough, to let into this part of my life. And I know that's probably confusing, because we're just classmates, right? We talk sometimes, share notes, sit together at lunch when our friend groups overlap, but it's not like we're close, not in any official way. Except I think about you constantly. I notice when you're having a bad day, when you're stressed about exams, when something's bothering you. I go out of my way to make sure I see you, even if it's just for a few minutes between classes. And when I'm out there, in the middle of the night, exhausted and hurting, and wondering why I keep doing this, I think about you. About your smile, your laugh, the way you get so focused when you're working on something you care about. And that's what keeps me going. Which brings me to the real reason I needed to tell you. I've been protecting you specifically for months now. You didn't know. You had no idea. But there have been so many close calls. Times when you were walking home late and someone was following you, and I made sure they turned around. Times when you were in the wrong place at the wrong time. And I diverted danger away from you before you even noticed. That night 2 weeks ago, when you said you heard something weird outside your apartment, and then it suddenly stopped, that was me. I was on your fire escape, making sure the person trying to break in knew they needed to leave immediately. I've been watching over you, keeping you safe, because the thought of something happening to you, it terrifies me. And I know how that sounds. Creepy, obsessive, like I'm some kind of stalker. But it's not like that, I promise. I'm not monitoring your every move. I'm not invading your privacy. I have this sense now, this ability to feel when something's wrong, when someone I care about is in danger. And you trigger that sense more than anyone else. Which means either you're incredibly unlucky, or being around me is putting you in danger. And that's what scares me the most. Because the more I do this, the more visible I become, the more enemies I make. People who want to hurt me, or hurt the people I care about to get to me. And you're at the top of that list now. Not because you asked to be, not because you did anything wrong, but because I care about you. And somehow, some way, people are starting to notice. There's been chatter, rumors, criminals talking about how to find my weakness. And I can't let them use you against me. So I had two choices. I could push you away, avoid you completely, make sure no one ever connects us. Or I could tell you the truth, bring you into this, and give you a chance to protect yourself. And I couldn't do the first one. I tried, I really tried, but every time I decided to cut you out of my life, I'd see you in the hallway, and my resolve would just crumble. Because losing you, even the small connection we have, it felt worse than any danger I could imagine. So here I am, telling you everything, and hoping you don't hate me for it. I know this is a lot. I know you probably need time to process, and I don't expect you to be okay with this right away. But I needed you to know. I needed you to understand why I've been acting so strange, why I disappear, why I look at you the way I do. Because you're not just my classmate. You're the reason I keep going, the person I think about when everything feels impossible. And I couldn't keep lying to you. Not anymore. So, what do you think? Are you going to say something? Or are you just going to keep staring at me like I've grown a second head? I mean, I get it. This is a lot to take in. But I really need to know what you're thinking, because the silence is kind of killing me. You're asking if this is real? If I'm seriously telling you I'm a superheroine? Yeah, I am. And I know how insane that sounds, trust me. I'm still not entirely used to it myself. It's only been a few months since this all started. I woke up one day and suddenly I could do things I couldn't do before. Move objects without touching them, hear conversations from 3 buildings away, lift things that should be impossible. At first, I thought I was going crazy. I tried to ignore it, pretend it wasn't happening, hope it would just go away. But it didn't. And then I saw someone in trouble, a mugging in an alley on my way home, and I couldn't walk away. I used my abilities without thinking, stopped the guy, made sure the victim was okay, and afterward, standing there in the dark, I realized this wasn't just some random thing that happened to me. This was a responsibility, a chance to actually help people, to make a difference. So I started small, stopping crimes I stumbled across, helping people in danger, and then it escalated. Bigger emergencies, more dangerous situations, until one day I looked up and realized I'd become the person everyone was talking about, the city's protector. But I'm not some fearless hero. I'm just me, a college student who barely gets enough sleep, who stresses about exams and worries about paying rent. I still have bad days, moments where I doubt myself, times when I'm terrified I'm going to mess up and someone will get hurt. And that's why I needed to tell you, because carrying this alone, it's exhausting. And you're the only person I trust enough to share it with. You're asking, why me? Why am I telling you instead of my family or my close friends? Because they'd try to stop me. They'd worry too much, try to protect me, maybe even expose me by accident. But you're different. You've always been thoughtful, careful, someone who thinks before acting. And I know you'd keep this secret. Not just because I asked you to, but because you'd understand why it matters. Plus, like I said, I care about you. More than I probably should, considering we're just classmates. But I can't help it. You've been on my mind for months. And now that you're potentially in danger because of me, I couldn't keep you in the dark anymore. You deserve to know what you're caught up in. And maybe I'm hoping you'll want to help. Not as a sidekick or anything dramatic like that, but just as someone who knows the truth. Someone I can talk to when things get overwhelming. Someone who can help me stay grounded when I feel like I'm losing myself to this double life. I know that's asking a lot. I know you didn't sign up for any of this. But I'm asking anyway. Because I need you. And I think maybe you need this too. A chance to be part of something bigger, to make a difference in a way most people never get to. You're saying you believe me? Just like that? I thought I'd have to convince you more, show you more proof, but you're just accepting it? That's actually really sweet and kind of a relief, because I was terrified you'd think I was lying or crazy or both. Thank you for trusting me, even when this sounds completely impossible. You're asking what I need from you, how you can help? Honestly, I'm not entirely sure yet. I've never done this before, never told anyone, so I'm kind of figuring it out as I go. But I think just knowing someone's aware, someone I can talk to, that'll make a huge difference. There are nights when I come home bruised and exhausted, and I have to act normal the next day, pretend everything's fine. And it would help to have someone who knows, someone I don't have to pretend around. Maybe you could, I don't know, help me keep track of things? Patterns in crimes, areas where I'm needed most, ways to be more efficient so I'm not running myself into the ground. You're good with data, with organizing information. I've seen your notes. They're honestly kind of intimidating, in a good way. So maybe you could be my strategist? Help me figure out where to focus my energy so I'm actually making the biggest impact. And maybe sometimes you could just be there when I need to talk or vent or just sit in silence with someone who understands. That would mean more to me than you know. You're saying yes? You actually want to help? I don't know what to say. I was prepared for you to walk away, to tell me this is too much, to want nothing to do with it. But instead, you're stepping in, offering to be part of this. Thank you. Seriously, thank you. You have no idea how much this means to me. I feel like I can finally breathe properly for the first time in weeks, like this massive weight just lifted off my chest. I didn't realize how lonely this was making me until right now, when I'm not alone anymore. Okay, let me actually think about what we need to do. First, you need to be careful. If anyone finds out you know my secret, you become a target. So we can't act differently around other people. Can't give anyone a reason to think we're closer than we appear. Which means this stays between us, completely. No telling friends, no hinting to family, nothing that could accidentally slip out. I need you to promise me that, because your safety depends on it. You're nodding. Good. I trust you. Second, we need a way to communicate, something secure. I can't have you texting me about hero stuff on regular messages, too easy to intercept. So maybe we set up a separate system, coded language or something. This is starting to sound like a spy movie, isn't it? But it's necessary if we're going to do this right. And third, if anything happens, if you ever feel like you're in danger, you call me immediately. I don't care if I'm in the middle of class, in the middle of a fight, in the middle of anything. If you need me, I'm there. No exceptions. Your safety is my priority above everything else. Got it? Good. I know this all sounds intense, and it is, but I need you to take it seriously, because the people I'm up against, some of them are dangerous, really dangerous, and I can't lose you, not when I just got you. Wait, that came out wrong. I mean, we're not... Okay, I'm just going to say it, because clearly I'm bad at hiding how I feel, and I've already told you my biggest secret, so what's one more? I like you. More than just as a classmate. More than just as someone I trust. I have feelings for you. Real feelings. The kind that keep me up at night wondering if you feel the same way. And I know this is terrible timing, right after dropping the whole superhero bombshell on you. But I couldn't keep that hidden either. Not when you're about to become such a big part of my life. You deserve to know where I'm coming from, what this means to me. So yeah, I like you. A lot. And part of why I'm so desperate to protect you, why I'm so terrified of you getting hurt, is because you're not just anyone to me. You're the person I look for in every room, the one whose opinion actually matters when I'm making decisions, the one I imagine talking to at the end of every long night. And maybe that's selfish, pulling you into this when I have feelings involved. Maybe I should have kept my distance, protected you from afar without ever telling you. But I couldn't do it. I couldn't keep lying to you. Couldn't keep pretending we're just casual acquaintances when you mean so much more to me than that. You're not saying anything. That's okay. You don't have to respond right now. I know I've thrown a lot at you in the past few minutes. Superhero reveal plus romantic confession is probably a bit much for one conversation. But I wanted you to know. I wanted to be honest about everything. So there's no confusion about why I'm asking you to be part of this, why I trust you so completely. Take your time processing. We don't have to figure everything out right now. I just needed you to know the truth. All of it. You're holding my hand. Oh, that's your answer? Okay, I can work with that. Your hand is warm. Did you know that? And you're squeezing just enough to let me know you're here. You're with me. This is nice. Standing here with you. No more secrets between us. Just honesty. I feel like I can finally relax around you now. Like I don't have to watch every word, monitor every reaction. You have no idea how exhausting it's been. Keeping this from you specifically. Every time we talked, I was terrified I'd slip up, say something that gave it away. But now I don't have to worry about that anymore. Now I can just be myself, all of myself, with you. You're asking if this means we're together? I mean, I just confessed I've been secretly protecting you for months and that I have feelings for you. And you're holding my hand right now, so yeah, I think we might be together. Unless you have objections. No? Good, because I really didn't want to have to take that back. So, boyfriend and confidant. That's a lot of responsibility. Think you can handle it? Yeah, I think you can too. You know, I imagine telling you how I felt so many different ways. Over coffee, after class, maybe at some party where we both ended up in a quiet corner. But I never imagined it would be like this. In an empty classroom, right after revealing I'm a superhero, with the weight of the world feeling just a little lighter because you're here. It's not how I planned it, but somehow it feels right. Like everything that's happened has been leading to this moment. Can I try something? You can say no. I really want to come a little closer. Yeah, just like that. You're so close I can feel your breath, see every detail of your face, the way your eyes are looking at me like I'm something special. I'm going to kiss you now, if that's okay. That was perfect. Your face is so red right now. It's adorable. What, did you think I was all talk? I might be a superhero, but I'm still a girl who likes the boy she just kissed. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself. We should probably figure out the practical stuff before I get too distracted. Though, you're making it really hard to focus when you look at me like that. All right, ground rules. In public, we act normal. Maybe a bit friendlier than before, but nothing that raises suspicions. In private, when we're sure it's safe, we can be ourselves. You'll help me with research, tracking patterns, figuring out where I'm needed most. And I'll try not to be too overprotective, even though every instinct is screaming at me to keep you locked up somewhere safe. I'm kidding, mostly. But seriously, if things get dangerous, if I tell you to stay away or lie low, you have to listen. I can handle getting hurt. I heal fast and I'm trained for it. But you're human, vulnerable, and I can't focus on stopping bad guys if I'm worried about you. So promise me, promise you'll be careful, that you'll put your safety first. You're promising. Good. I'm sorry this is so complicated. I wish I could just be a normal girl with a normal life who could date you without worrying about villains and secret identities. But this is who I am now, and I'm so grateful you're willing to be part of it. Most people would run, would want nothing to do with this kind of danger. But you're stepping in, choosing to stay, and that means everything to me. I should probably let you go soon. It's getting late and we've been in here a while. People might start wondering where we are. But before you leave, can we just stay like this for a few more minutes? I've been running on adrenaline and anxiety for so long, and right now, with you here, I finally feel calm. Just let me hold your hand a little longer. Memorize what this feels like. You're not in a rush? Good, because I'm not ready to let you go yet. Tomorrow, everything changes. We start figuring out how to make this work, how to keep you safe while I do what I need to do. But tonight, right now, can we just exist in this moment? Two people who finally told each other the truth, who aren't hiding anymore. No superhero, no danger, no secrets, just you and me. This is what I needed, what I've been missing. Someone to share this with, someone who sees all of me, the normal parts and the extraordinary parts, and wants to stay anyway. Thank you for being that person, for not running, for believing me, for choosing to be here. You're saying I don't have to thank you, that you want this too? Well, now you're just making me fall for you even more, which is dangerous, because I was already pretty far gone. Okay, I really should let you leave now, before I convince myself to keep you here all night. Though, honestly, that doesn't sound like the worst idea. I'm kidding. You need sleep, and so do I if I'm being honest. Patrol can wait one night. I think I've earned a break. Besides, I want to dream about this, about you, about everything that happened tonight. Wake up tomorrow and realize it wasn't just my imagination. So go home, get some rest, and tomorrow we'll start figuring this out. Text me when you get home safe. I need to know you made it okay. See? I'm already being overprotective. You're going to have to get used to that. But it comes from a good place, I promise. One more kiss before you go? Come here. Okay, now I really don't want you to leave. But you have to. So go, before I change my mind and trap you here. I could, lock the door, move furniture in front of it with my mind. You'd be stuck with me until someone found us. Okay, I'll let you go. See you tomorrow, partner. And boyfriend. I like the sound of that. Good night. Stay safe out there. And dream of me, the way I'll dream of you. Go on, I'll lock up after you leave. Stop looking at me like that, or I really won't let you go. All right, Good night. I'll see you tomorrow, and every day after that. Because you're mine now, and I take care of what's mine. Sweet dreams, loser. I'm already looking forward to tomorrow. Close the door behind you. I'll turn off the lights in a minute. And hey, thank you for everything. For listening, for believing, for staying. You just made the impossible feel possible. Now go, before I get too sentimental. Good night. See you in class tomorrow, where I'll have to pretend I'm not completely in love with you. That's going to be harder than fighting supervillains, but I'll manage. Sweet dreams. And remember, if you need me for anything, I'm just a call away. Always. Okay, I'm letting you go now. Really. Fine, I'll stop talking. Just go. Before I kiss you again and we're here all night. Night. Good night, my secret keeper, my partner, my person. I'll see you tomorrow. I promise. Sleep well. Dream of me. And wake up knowing you're part of something extraordinary now. Just like you've always been to me. Good night. I love you. Hey, you. Come in, come in. Close the door behind you. God, that was intense out there tonight. I can still hear the ringing in my ears, feel the vibrations from the speakers in my chest. But you made it. You actually came. I saw you out there, right where you always stand, 3rd row, just a little to the left of center. You think I don't notice, but I do. I always do. Here, sit down, please. I know this is probably weird, me asking you to come backstage like this. You're probably wondering why I pulled you aside after the show, why I had security bring you back here instead of just saying hi at the stage door like usual. I promise I'm not trying to be strange or anything. I needed to talk to you, alone, away from the crowds, away from the noise, away from everyone else. Can I get you something to drink? Water? There's probably some warm beer somewhere in here, though I wouldn't recommend it. Yeah, the glamorous life of a rock star. Warm beer and dressing rooms that smell like hairspray and old carpet. Not quite what people imagine, is it? You can relax. I'm not going to, ask you to sign an NDA or something. This isn't that kind of conversation. I wanted to see you, to talk to you, without 100 other people around, without cameras, without the performance. You've been coming to my shows for, 2 years now? Maybe longer? I remember the first time I saw you in the crowd. It was that tiny venue, the one with the sticky floors and the bathroom that didn't lock properly. We had maybe 70 people there that night, and you were right up front, just watching, really watching. Not on your phone, not talking to your friends, just there, present, listening to every word. I remember thinking, who is that guy? Why does he look at me like that? Like the music actually mattered to him, like the words meant something. And then you came back to the next show, and the next one, and the one after that. I started looking for you. Did you know that? Before I go on stage, I peek through the curtain, scan the crowd, and I look for you. And when I find you, when I see you standing there, waiting. Everything feels easier, like I can breathe properly, like the show is going to be okay because you're there. I know that probably sounds, I don't know, strange, obsessive, but it's true. You've become this constant in my life, this presence I can count on. Do you have any idea what that means to someone like me? Someone who's always moving, always traveling, always surrounded by temporary people in temporary places. You're the one thing that feels real, solid, consistent. And I know we've never really talked before tonight, not like this, not beyond the quick hellos and thank yous at the merch table, but I feel like I know you anyway. Isn't that weird? Like I've been having a conversation with you in my head for months, years even. And tonight I finally decided I needed to make it real. Needed to actually say the things I've been thinking. Because I can't keep pretending anymore. Can't keep acting like you're just another face in the crowd. You're not. You never were. God, listen to me. I'm rambling, I'm sorry. I'm still coming down from the adrenaline. My heart's still racing. My hands are still shaking a little. See, look, that's what performing does to me. It's like being on fire for 90 minutes. Every nerve ending lit up, every emotion amplified. And then it's over, and you crash, and suddenly you're just exhausted, raw, vulnerable. Which is probably why I'm being so honest right now, why I'm saying things I normally wouldn't say. The performance strips away all the walls, all the pretending, and what's left is just me, the real me. Not the version on stage, not the persona in the interviews, just Lily. Tired, a little sweaty, desperately needing to tell you something important. Can I ask you something? And you don't have to answer if you don't want to, but I need to know. Why do you keep coming back? To the shows, to see me perform? What is it that keeps you here? Is it just the music? Or is it something else? Because I keep trying to convince myself it's just the music, that you're just a dedicated fan who appreciates the songs. But then I see the way you look at me, the way you react when I sing certain lyrics, the way you stay after everyone else has left. And I wonder if maybe you feel it too. This thing between us. This connection that doesn't make sense but exists anyway. I'm probably reading into things, probably seeing what I want to see. But I can't shake this feeling that every time our eyes meet during a show, something passes between us. Something real. Something that goes beyond performer and audience. Am I crazy? Am I imagining this? You're blushing. You're actually blushing right now. And that tells me everything I need to know. Okay. I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it before I lose my nerve. The songs, the love songs especially, the ones about longing and connection and wanting someone you can't have. They're about you. All of them. Every single one. I know that sounds insane. I know we barely know each other. But I've been writing about you for over a year now. Every time I sit down with my guitar, every time I try to put feelings into words, you're there, in my head, inspiring every line. That song I played tonight, the new one, the one I haven't released yet? I look for you in every crowd. You're the only face I see, the only heart that makes mine beat the way it should. That's you. That was written for you, about you. And I know you couldn't have known that when you were listening, but I was singing directly to you, every word, every note. I've been doing that for months, performing these songs that are secretly love letters, hoping somehow you'd understand, hoping you'd realize, but you didn't. Or if you did, you never said anything. And I couldn't keep waiting, couldn't keep hiding behind metaphors and melodies. I needed to tell you, face to face, in plain words. You're my muse. You're the reason I write, the reason I perform, the reason any of this matters. Before I noticed you in the crowd, my songs were fine, they were okay, but they didn't have heart, didn't have soul. They were just words and chords. And then you showed up, and suddenly everything changed. Suddenly I had something to write about, someone to write for. Every song became a message to you, a way to express feelings I couldn't say out loud. Because how do you tell someone they've become the center of your world when they're just a stranger in your audience? How do you bridge that gap between performer and fan without making it weird or uncomfortable? I didn't know how, so I just kept writing, kept singing, kept hoping somehow the music would say what I couldn't. And maybe it did. Maybe that's why you kept coming back. Maybe on some level you understood. Or maybe I'm still just projecting, still seeing what I want to see. But your face right now, the way you're looking at me, the way your hands are trembling slightly, that's not the look of someone who's completely surprised, is it? That's the look of someone who maybe hoped this was true but never let themselves believe it. Am I right? You can tell me, you can be honest. I know this is overwhelming. I know I'm dumping a lot on you right now, but I need to know, need to understand what you've been feeling all this time. Have you felt it too? This pull between us, this thing that doesn't make logical sense but exists anyway. Because if I'm alone in this, if I've been imagining everything, then I'll apologize. I'll back off. I'll let you leave and we can pretend this conversation never happened. But if you felt even a fraction of what I've been feeling, then we need to talk about it. We need to figure out what this is. Because I can't keep performing for you night after night, writing songs about you, watching you in the crowd, without knowing if there's any possibility of something real between us. You're nodding. You're actually nodding. You're saying yes. You felt it too. Oh God, okay. I didn't actually think you'd say yes. I thought maybe I'd been wrong. Thought maybe I'd just ruined everything. But you're here, and you're saying you've noticed. You've felt something. Tell me what you've been thinking all this time. When you come to my shows, when you stand there in the third row watching me sing, what goes through your mind? You thought I didn't notice you specifically? You thought you were just one face among many? But you came anyway, show after show, because the music, because something about being there felt right. And sometimes when our eyes would meet during a song, you'd feel this jolt, this connection. And you'd tell yourself it was just the performance, just the moment, nothing real. But it kept happening, over and over, until you couldn't ignore it anymore. Yeah, that's exactly what I was hoping, exactly what I was trying to create. God, we're both idiots, aren't we? We've been circling each other for years, both feeling the same thing, both too scared to say anything. Me because I didn't want to be the creepy artist hitting on fans. You because you didn't want to be the delusional fan who thought there was something more. And meanwhile, we've just been wasting time, missing chances. But not anymore. Not tonight. Tonight, everything changes. Come here. Come closer. I need you to see me. Not as the performer, not as the person on stage. Just as Lily. Just as me. Can you do that? Can you forget about the shows and the music and the whole fan thing for a minute and just see me as a person? A person who's been completely captivated by you, who thinks about you constantly, who writes songs just hoping you'll understand what they really mean. Because that's what I need right now. I need you to stop seeing me as this untouchable artist and start seeing me as someone who's falling for you. Someone who's been falling for you since the moment I first noticed you in that crowd. Is that okay? Can we just be two people who like each other without all the complications? You're smiling. You're smiling and moving closer, and I think I might actually be able to breathe properly for the first time in months. There. That's better. Now I can really see you. Can see every detail I've only caught glimpses of from the stage. The way your eyes reflect the light, the way you bite your lip when you're nervous, the way you're looking at me right now like I'm the only person in the world. That's how I look at you every time I perform, every time I find you in the crowd, like you're the only one who matters, the only one I'm really singing to. And now you're here, actually here, close enough to touch. And I'm realizing I have no idea what to do next. No idea how to transition from fantasy to reality. I can perform in front of thousands of people, can pour my heart out on stage every night, but put me in a room alone with the person I actually care about, and suddenly I'm completely lost. Maybe that's okay though. Maybe we don't need to have everything figured out right now. Maybe we can just sit here, talk, get to know each other as real people instead of performer and fan. Would that be okay? Can we just exist together for a while without pressure or expectations? Tell me about you, the real you, not the person who comes to shows. What do you do when you're not standing in crowds listening to me sing? What makes you happy? What keeps you up at night? What do you dream about? I want to know everything. Want to understand who you really are beneath the surface. Because I've been imagining you for so long, building this image in my mind. And now I get to find out if reality matches, or if it's even better than I imagined. You work in... Okay, yeah, that makes sense. And you live... Wait, that's only 20 minutes from where I grew up, before all this music stuff took off. We could have run into each other years ago, in a coffee shop or a bookstore, and never known what we'd end up meaning to each other. Life is strange like that. All these near misses and almost moments, until finally the timing is right. And you like, oh God, you like the same books I do, the same movies. See, this is what I mean. This is what I felt even from a distance. This sense that we're on the same wavelength, that we just fit together somehow. And I was right. I was completely right. You're telling me about your life and it's so normal, so grounded, and I love that. I love that you exist outside of all the chaos of my world. Do you know what that means to me? To have someone who isn't connected to the music industry, who doesn't want anything from me except just me. That's so rare, so precious. Everyone I meet wants something, wants to be associated with the band, wants access or connections or their own moment in the spotlight. But you never asked for any of that, never tried to leverage our connection. You just showed up, listened, appreciated the music for what it was. That's why I trust you, why I feel safe telling you all of this, because I know you're not going to run to social media, not going to sell a story, not going to treat this like some transaction. You're just here, being real with me. And that's all I've ever wanted. I need to tell you something else, something I haven't told anyone. This life, the touring, the performing, the constant movement, it's lonely. God, it's so lonely. I'm surrounded by people all the time. My band, the crew, the fans. But I still feel completely alone. Because none of them really see me. They see the persona, the image, the brand. They don't see the girl who stays up all night writing lyrics in hotel rooms, who calls her mom crying because she misses home, who wonders if any of this is actually worth it. But when I'm on stage, and I find you in the crowd, and our eyes meet, I don't feel alone anymore. I feel seen, understood, connected. And that's become everything to me. That moment of connection. That reminder that somewhere in all this chaos, there's someone who actually gets it. Who gets me. You became my anchor. My reason to keep going. My reminder that the music still matters. And I didn't even realize how much I needed that until I had it. I'm scared, though. I'm scared that bringing this out into the open will ruin it somehow. That the reality won't live up to the fantasy, or that the complications of my life will drive you away. Because this isn't a normal situation. I'm not a normal person to date. I'm gone for months at a time. I have zero privacy. People analyze everything I do. And if we became something, you'd be pulled into that world too. The scrutiny, the pressure, the constant judgment. Is that something you'd even want? You're thinking about it. I can see you weighing the options. And I appreciate that. Appreciate that you're taking it seriously instead of just jumping in blind. But while you're thinking, can I just say, I know it would be complicated. I know it would be hard. But I've never wanted anything more than I want this. Want you. The thought of going back to how things were, of pretending you're just a fan, of singing songs to you from a distance without ever making it real, that feels impossible now. Unbearable. Now that I've said it out loud, now that you know, I can't go back. Can't unknow what I feel. So whatever you decide, whatever you think is best, I'll respect it. I'll understand. But I needed you to know the truth first. Needed you to understand what you mean to me. You're leaning closer. You're saying you want to try. You want to figure it out. Complications and all. Oh, God. Really? You're really saying yes? I can't believe this is actually happening. Come here. Closer. I need to I just need to be near you, need to know this is real. Can I hold your hand? Is that okay? There. Your hand fits perfectly in mine, like I knew it would. I've imagined this so many times, what it would feel like to actually touch you, to be close enough to feel your warmth. And it's better than I imagined. So much better. I can feel your pulse. It's racing just like mine. We're both nervous, both excited, both terrified of what comes next. But that's okay. We'll figure it out together. One step at a time, one day at a time. No pressure, no expectations. Just us, learning each other, building something real. I don't want you in the crowd anymore. I know that's where we met, where all of this started, but I don't want you there anymore. I want you backstage. I want you on the tour bus. I want you in every city, every venue, every moment. Not as a fan, not as an observer, but as someone who belongs to me, someone who's mine. Is that too much? Am I being too possessive already? I can't help it. Now that I have you, now that you've said yes, the thought of you being anywhere but close to me feels wrong. I want to write songs with you beside me, want to fall asleep on your shoulder on long drives between cities, want to wake up and see your face first thing. I want you woven into every part of my life, not just the performances, but the quiet moments too, the real moments. Does that sound okay? Can you see yourself in that life? In my life? You're nodding again. You're saying yes again. I don't think you understand what you're agreeing to. I'm going to be so clingy, so attached, so unwilling to let you out of my sight. You've been in my head for so long, and now that you're real, now that you're here, I'm not letting go. You're stuck with me now. Hope you know that. And I'm going to write so many songs about this, about tonight, about finally having the courage to tell you. The next album is going to be nothing but love songs, all of them about you. And this time, everyone will know. I'm not hiding anymore, not pretending you're just inspiration from a distance. I want everyone to know, want the whole world to know. You're mine, and I'm yours, and that's how it's going to be. Is that okay? Can you handle being part of my very public life? Because once people know, once they realize you're the one in the songs, the one who's always been in the songs, they're going to be curious. They're going to ask questions. They're going to want to know everything about you. And I'll protect you from as much of that as I can, but I can't control everything. So I need to know you're ready. Need to know you understand what you're signing up for. You're squeezing my hand. You're telling me you're sure. You've thought about this. You've considered the complications, and you want this anyway. You want me anyway. Okay. Okay then. Then we do this. Together. For real. Starting right now. No more distance. No more pretending. Just us. Building something real. Something that matters. And when I go on stage tomorrow night, you won't be in the crowd. You'll be side stage, watching from the wings, close enough to reach. And every love song, every lyric, every note will be for you, because of you, about you. And after the show, when the lights go down and everyone goes home, you'll still be here with me. Not a fan, not an observer, but mine. All mine. God, I can't stop looking at you. Now that I can, now that you're really here, I just want to memorize everything. Every detail, every expression. The way you smile when you're nervous, the way your eyes light up when you're excited, the way you're looking at me right now, like I'm something precious, something worth holding on to. That's how I look at you, every single time. I know we should probably talk logistics, figure out practical things like schedules and travel and how this actually works. But right now, I just want to sit here with you, hold your hand, listen to you breathe, exist in this moment before reality crashes back in. Because tomorrow, everything changes. Tomorrow, you become part of my world officially. But tonight is just ours. Just this quiet space between what was and what will be. Can we just stay like this for a while? Close together. No expectations, just being. I know you probably have to go eventually. Have work tomorrow, have a real life to get back to. But maybe just a little longer. Let me pretend for a few more minutes that time doesn't exist, that it's just us in this bubble. Let me memorize the feeling of your hand in mine, the sound of your breathing, the way you smell. All the details I'll think about when you're not here, when I'm on stage tomorrow night looking for you in a new spot. You're tired. I can see it in your eyes. It's late, and you've had an overwhelming night, and I've been talking your ear off for hours. You should probably head home, get some sleep. But before you go, can I ask you something? Tomorrow night, after the show, will you be here? Will you come back, meet me here again, so we can keep talking, keep building this? I know I'm being clingy. I know we just started this, but the thought of a whole day without seeing you, it already feels too long. Is that okay? Can we see each other tomorrow? And the next day? And the day after that? Until eventually it just becomes normal. Expected, right? You being here with me, part of my routine, part of my life. You're smiling. You're saying yes. Of course you are. Because you're perfect. Because you understand. Because you feel it too. Okay then. Tomorrow. Same time, same place. And every day after until you're so integrated into my life, I can't remember what it was like without you. Come here one more time before you go. Let me just thank you. Thank you for coming tonight, for listening, for saying yes. Thank you for being you, for showing up to my shows, for being the reason I write. You've changed everything. You know that, right? Everything about my music, my life, my heart. All because you stood in the third row and actually listened. Now go, before I convince you to stay all night. Get some rest. Dream about me. Think about tomorrow. And I'll be here, writing new songs, counting the hours until I see you again. Tomorrow, we start everything. But tonight was ours, our beginning, our confession, and I'll remember every second of it, every word, every look, for the rest of my life. This was the night everything changed. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow. I promise. And every tomorrow after that. You're mine now. Don't forget. Sweet dreams, my muse. See you tomorrow, okay? I can't wait.